Well, we will go ahead and get started. We'd like to welcome the winners of the 2022 Zurich Classic of New Orleans. Patrick Cantley, it's Andrew Schauffele. Congratulations, guys, on your 7th and 5th wins, respectively, on the PGA Tour. In earlier this week, we got some good comments from you guys, and it's obviously probably a better feeling to be in here Sunday night for some feelings. So if we could just get a few comments on the win and being together this week. And Patrick, start with you.
Yeah, it was a great week. Second time we played this event, and we were looking forward to it since last year. We really always enjoy being with each other, both on and off the golf course, and we both played exceptional this week and had a great time doing it.
Vander?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. We've had a ton of...
Right on cue.
Right on cue. We've had a ton of fun off the course as well as on, and it's just been... I was personally, and I think Pat was as well, looking forward to coming back, and we've done so many team things together that we just knew we're capable of doing better than last year. So pretty happy with the turnout this week.
And you're either in the top 20 in FedEx or moved into the top 20 in the FedEx. I know you had told me PGA next for you. Just a quick little takeaway on what you felt best about your games individually that you take away with kind of the best part of your game.
I thought we both putted really well this week. We made a lot of those mid-range putts and kept the momentum going, especially in best ball. It felt like whoever had, the putt for birdie on that hole, especially if it was a makeable putt, we tended to make it. And, this week, especially playing best ball 2 days, making putts is huge.
Oh, yeah, I have to agree. Obviously, there's not much to take out of alternate shot, but what Pat said in best ball is very much true. I feel like we didn't really putt super well or very well last year. And we did make a lot of those kind of knee knockers, some for par and alternate shot, but mainly for birdie and best ball.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take some questions. We'll start with Ben, then we'll go to Shell, or vice versa. Go ahead.
Xander, y'all got the eagle on 7, and then y'all had back-to-back bogeys, and the lead all of a sudden got to 1. Did y'all realize it at the time, or did you find out, a little bit later?
It really wasn't. Pat hit an unbelievable shot into 7. It's one of those shots you kind of see on coverage, and you're like, I don't even know how that ball got there. So it was a pretty thing to see live from my angle from the fairway. So I was happy to sort of clean it up for him since he hit such a great shot in there. And then, I feel like those bogeys were pretty much my fault. Put him in bad spots on 9 and 10 with an 8-iron and a wedge in hand. So Pat is really good at staying calm and staying present. That helped me stay calm and stay present. So we weren't really too worried about where everyone else was at, just trying to focus on what we do best.
Benny?
Boys, this is a simple question, but I'd like a complex answer if I can get it from you. How did you become friends?
We played together in college around, so we knew each other, and then really bonded at President's Cup. Fred Couples, he's amazing as a captain, especially that week. And so him and Tiger basically decided that they were going to put us together, and through all our time and playing well and enjoying hanging out with each other, we just became fast friends.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not a very complex answer. If you want one, you can probably get one from Pat at some point today, but it pretty much started there. I think Freddie and Tiger saw sort of our games and matching and sort of how we carry ourselves and that matching. So no real surprise that we get along so well ever since.
We hear about the card games, etc. was on the plane ride. What is that right? Correct?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
The card games on the plane ride, is that where it sort of first started to bond? And what was it that made you to realise you actually are similar and have, connecting features?
Yeah, I mean, usually when you spend a lot of time with someone, you sort of maybe stop liking them as much. And so Pat and I we spent several hours playing cards. Kicked my ass, unfortunately. I got lucky on the ride over, and then his autopilot's much better than mine on the way home. And I am stubborn, and I didn't want to quit, and that was a huge mistake. So we spent a lot of time there, and yeah, we've spent more and more time together, and we start to get along more and more. So kind of speaks to our friendship in that sense.
And if I can just go a little deeper, one more. I know it got to the point where you asked him to go to Napa not that long ago before the Ryder Cup, where you also played very well together. How did you take it to that level and to bring the significant others into it? And tell us about that trip and how that helped you do this today.
Yeah, I think we both needed something to look forward to after the year ended, and I know I really enjoy that, especially 3 weeks in a row in a grueling stretch like that, and it just felt natural. I mean, we're both pretty relaxed and low-key, and both West Coast guys grew up in Southern California, and so I think we balance each other out and really complement each other, and both on and off the golf course we have a great time. So it was just really natural. It was what I really wanted to do and look forward to after concluding the season.
Sorry? Yeah, that definitely helps. It's like pretty much what Pat said. It's oftentimes where we will kind of say what is kind of on our mind and what we'd like to do, and it may not be the top thing on everyone's list, but for some reason it seems to be the top on our list, and that's usually relaxing and kind of being low key in that sense. So the Napa was a no-brainer.
5-shot lead going into the final round. Did y'all talk about strategy last night or this morning as to how you might play?
No, we knew what we had to do. We knew that it was comforting knowing that we had that 5-shot lead. The wind's been up all week, and it can kind of get the best of you if you try and press in certain moments. So we obviously needed that lead to be comfortable coming down the stretch on that back nine to sort of play bogey-free golf, or just kind of playing for par in a sense. So, but no, we sort of knew we didn't need to have a conversation about it. We kind of knew what we needed to do.
And especially opening up with, I guess, 6 consecutive pars, did you feel like the eagle at 7, did you feel like that might jumpstart the round a little bit?
Absolutely. It did. It jump-started the round. We needed something to go, and obviously a birdie would have worked, but an eagle's even better.
Xander, on Tuesday you talked about being kind of frustrated with your year so far. So I guess getting this win, are you feeling that sort of, vindication, or getting a win, you can get things rolling down the stretch?
It's interesting. I obviously found a really good partner. He played unbelievable golf this week, made me feel comfortable. He brought the best out in me on the course, and there's a lot to take from this week, but for the most part, just gonna worry about enjoying it right now.
Anybody else? Ben?
More connecting finches, is that what you said?
What's that?
Did you say connecting finches?
No, I said I've got more if you...
No, before.
Connecting features. Yes, features.
If you got more questions and can work that in, you just go right ahead.
You said you played in college. I've seen a stat about that before. That was when you were obviously a little older and you had a struggle that day, but you do remember it? Can you run me through that, whatever that was?
I remember it. Pat, I don't think Pat really remembers it. He has this ability or strength to go into sort of an autopilot mode where not much phases him, hence Patty Ice. So he was kind of in Patty Ice mode at UCLA when we played, and I think he shot 65 and I shot 78, something of that nature. And I sat there and I was like, this guy's a lot better than me at golf. That's sort of what I thought at that time. So it's kind of funny, full circle. Here we are.
I think it was 63.
Sorry, 63. That sounds right, actually. Yeah,
Perhaps you're obviously younger, but perhaps the takeaway was you saw what you needed to get to, what you needed to do.
Yeah, I believe you're the number 1 amateur in the world at that time. Probably. But he had me down for 72 after the round. He handed me my card, and I was like, I wish. He just had no clue what I shot. It was. I mean, I didn't want to know what I shot either. But it was definitely something for me to work towards.
Can you put into words, I guess, how this is different, winning this together as opposed to your individual wins?
Well, I felt like I did half as much work as a usual win, so I probably won't be as tired tomorrow. I mean, Xander played great all week. I think anytime you can share, success, I think that makes it just a little sweeter. And so, similar to a President's Cup or a Ryder Cup, winning a match and then winning both the cups that we've played in together, it just adds to it. It makes it a little more, like I said, a little sweeter because shared enjoyment and shared successes is just that much better.
Is it an assumption we should make that you'll be playing those team events together pretty much every time and not splitting the deal up ever again?
I mean,
that's up to the captains.
Yeah.
So we'll take it one at a time. If you can get DL3 on the horn, he'll let you know.
All right, go finish.
Patrick, when y'all shot 8 under on the back nine yesterday, when y'all left, you had a 5-shot lead. I know you probably thought it wasn't over yet, but I mean, how did you feel after the 8 under? I mean, it was almost like a no-hitter. You don't want to talk about it until the end, or?
No, I mean, it felt really good. It was exactly what we needed to do at the time, and I think that's really how both of us go about it, is really focus at the task at hand, and we did a great job of that basically all the way throughout the tournament. There weren't very many slip-ups. The middle of the round today, we both would have liked to have hit a couple better shots, but with that lead, we did everything the right way and really closed out the tournament exactly how we wanted.
Scott?
Patrick, if you're Patty Ice, how do you describe Xander? Does he keep you a little looser? Does he help you in that regard? You seem very stoic on the. Not that that's bad, but you seem very stoic and focused when you're going through a round.
Yeah, I think that's just me, and I definitely can be exactly myself with Xander, and I don't think twice about it. He knows exactly who I am, and I think that really benefits both of us. We both feel like we can be exactly ourselves and don't have to put anything extra on.
Okay, everybody good? All right, Patrick, Xander, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you guys.
for staying up here.